Connor McDavid, you feeling threatened by that guy? Standing up, throwing a cross check right into somebody's face. 3 games. Oilers fans upset. Any team that loses their star, their fan base is upset. The statement issued by the team saying that they were disappointed in the league and we share our that's some wimpy ass nonsense. We didn't expect you would be happy about it. No team that has their guy suspended is happy about it, but I don't know. You throw that statement out there. 3 games for McDavid, 3 games for Tyler Myers. The comparison that I saw most frequently was to Austin Matthews on Rasmus Dahlin. Yeah. That got a 2-game suspension. So I guess I have a little sympathy for the idea that you were 1 game wronged. I don't know. What do you make of it?
I think I'm going to be the lone voice in the wilderness here. And I'm not sure it was enough.
Pretty clean history. It's your league's top star.
Suspended for shot to the head.
Every now and then.
Hey, so he's already been suspended for a shot to someone's head.
Yep.
You now have turned around and cross-checked somebody right in the head.
Yep.
Clearly. So what makes the Morgan Riley shot to Ridley Gregg's head or the David Perron's shot to Zub's head, what makes those difference? Those were 6-gamers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
I guess both of them would be clearly premeditated. And not like I sat there before the game and decided I'm going to blast Ridley.
Yeah.
But Ridley Gregg does the slap shot more. It's funny. I thought the Austin Matthews one, despite happening before, so there's no precedent here, was worse than what Riley did.
Yeah.
Like Riley, you can tell he's enraged, and so that's why it's worse. But I still to this day believe he's trying to hit him up high. He's not trying to get him in the face.
It rode up.
It goes up to his face. So you are responsible for that.
Which is what happened to Garland. It's sort of...
Right. And whereas Matthews got up and saw red, it's just like, fuck you right to the face, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So to me,
right to the face.
Matthews needed more.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Perron was seeing red and going after the wrong guy in his. Like everything about that one was fucked too.
But it is clear you've snapped, you've done whatever, and you have gone and you have fucking hit somebody in the head with your stick.
Yeah.
You have done this.
Yeah.
And you can't, to me, go, oh, well, he was getting mugged and he turned around and did that.
This is the part that Edmonton media and some Edmonton fans, not all, but
I'm looking at you, Bob Stauffer.
A lot of Edmonton media for sure are saying if you won't protect Connor McDavid, obviously he is snapped and he's going to have to protect himself. And that is a silly, whiny little baby complaint on this, because this was not Connor McDavid being mugged and cross-checked and punched in the face. He was absolutely being held down and held out of the play, and that should have been penalized. But this was not him being abused, and he needs to stand up and blast someone in the face with a stick. And that, to me, is, you can be frustrated, but the idea that, he has to protect himself because you weren't, that's a play that should be penalized, but not a play where he's being abused. Does that make any sense what I'm saying to you at all right now?
Yeah, of course. That he wasn't being speared.
Yeah. Garland is not throwing 12-6 elbows at him and on the ground.
12-6 elbows. Matt Hamill receiving them from Jones. Bang.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. That's not what was happening. He gets to be frustrated. It should have been penalized. I get all of that, but he's not being...
He's being mugged.
Yes.
Held.
Well, yeah.
Held, again, grabbed, hugged, pulled.
Yes.
That to me is what this is.
But not punched and elbowed and high sticked and whatever.
Right.
This isn't a question of protection. This is a question of game management.
I totally agree with the Ray and Dregs podcast. Ray Ferraro was saying, there's 3 penalties. Garland took 3 penalties before anything happened.
Yes.
And I agree with that. That is Wes McCauley and Lee, whoever the other guy was. They need to call that penalty.
Yep.
You need to call that. So I do agree with that. But you know what? At the end of the day, and good friend of the show, AJ Jackiebeck, on local radio was going on about how the McDavids of the world sell tickets and people come to see him.
Yep.
You know what else happens? The way fucking kids play the game, they look at McDavid. And if it's okay for him to turn around and cross-check somebody right in the head,
Yeah.
that is not what we want to see in this game. So to me,
Like you're used to a Ryan Reeves or a whatever doing stupid
Tom
shit.
Wilson.
Right.
yeah,
Not Mitch Marner. Right. Not Tim Stutzla. Not
this is now the
Connor
second
McDavid.
time he's been suspended for shots to the head.
Yeah.
That is, if nothing else, that is the thing we need to get out of the game. You've already said shots to the head,
Yeah.
no go. That's a no-fly zone. And so to me, Connor McDavid, that's a 5 or 6 game suspension.
So you're saying he might have got off late?
I say he got off light.
Yeah.
And to me, if you don't want to see that replicated elsewhere
Nip it in the
in
bud
minor hockey,
right here.
you got to tell that guy that's not acceptable because he is the thing. The spotlight is brightest on him.
Yes. Yeah.
And so to me, it's not enough, man. It's not enough. And for me to people to say, "Oh, it's 3 games is too much," and you're like, I don't care if there was no damage. You took your stick and put it in someone's head.
Right. And so that was my only, critique of it was if you won't protect him. He has been mugged before. That's not what this was. This was extreme obstruction or holding
Right.
or whatever.
That guy's seen since he was 7 years old.
That's right. And it's not okay. As you said, there's several penalties they could have called on
Yes.
Garland and should have. But this wasn't, oh my God, he was in danger and needed to. No.
Right.
No, that's
right.
not what.
And so to me, you can go ahead and you can reprimand the refs and say, man, you need to do a better job in managing the game.
And they do.
I totally agree with that.
Yep.
So to me, Garland is doing.
And the Canucks are missing Tyler Myers for 3 games. It's sawed off. It's pretty equal, right?
Okay, but again, cross checks to the head.
I understand.
3 games for both.
Yeah.
They both needed to be more. Like if I can't half a second late hit you and you go, oh,
Yeah, after a pass. Or,
yeah. If that's no good,
Yeah.
I
A Coho imprint to the jaw is not
double
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Double that
Yeah.
for the guy who turns around and goes, baff. Like
Yep.
to me, that is, I don't know what we're doing here.
Right. Neither did they.
Okay, so I'm saying, I haven't heard anybody else, but I am the lone voice
I have
saying,
not. No, I'm with you on that. I haven't heard anyone else say should have been more.
should have been more.